Welcome back to another video. So the Born Pretty store contacted me and asked if I wanted to review this kit, and I thought, why not? I'm going to give you an inexpensive way of applying the full nail tips versus other ways I've shown you. This is probably, I would say, the cheapest way because this is everything you need to do your nails. I will let you know in a minute exactly what is in the box. There's a lot though. It's called the All-in-One Quick Building Nail Tips and Glue Set. And I do have a 10% off code. You can see that up on this screen. So make sure you use that code if you want 10% off it. And I'll have the link for this down in the description. So I have not opened it. As you can see, it's completely sealed. So I'm just gonna kind of read off what it says online about this kit, so you can see exactly what it includes, which is, like I said, quite a bit. So it says it has 236 piece nail tips, a portable nail lamp, 6-in-1 nail glue, French sticks, nail file, red mirror powder, full nail tip and glue kit with accessories, can do more than 10 styles of nails, complete and portable, easy carry, suit for travel, and a starter. So yeah, if you're looking to try out a starter full nail tip kit, or you are traveling and need to do your nails on the go, this is going to be perfect for that. It says it has 5 shapes and no trace tips. So the glue is a 6-in-1 multifunctional gel glue. It says innovation formula from 3-in-1 upgrade to 6-in-1 glue gel, can be used as nail glue, top coat, base coat, nail straightener, extension gel, blooming gel. 1 bottle gel reaches all normal needs. So that's kind of neat. It's a 6-in-1. And it's long lasting and easy apply gel glue. So I'm going to put these on my nails today. I do want to try it out and see if I like them or like this kit, or if I feel it is worth buying, because you know I am doing honest reviews and I want to check that out for you. So I will apply these. I will remove the tips that I have on my nails now, and I'll start from scratch and we'll apply these. Let's get started and look at what's in here. So I'm going to open it up and I'll move it aside and we'll check that out. So there's a nice little file. I'm assuming that's a 180 file. There's instructions for the little light that we'll be using. Now, if you want to do, say, a French set, these actually apply on your nails so you can get those on properly. 2 of those. And there's the mirror chrome powder they were talking about. And here is gel, the 6-in-1 gel. So there it is. It's a soak off UV LED cured gel, and it would be like 60 seconds of full cure, just like anything. And this is the cute little light, so it goes into your phone charger. And you can put your finger there, which is nice. So it's nice and easy to slip it in. It's really cute and looks like it has 4 UV LED lights on it. And that's where it's gonna plug in. I'll just do that. So just like that. And I'm just gonna turn it on here. Okay, so turning it on. There we go. That was really easy, and it is lighting up nicely. Here's the 236 tips that they're talking about in here. So there's different packages. Let's look at them real quick here. So that was everything else in the box. So we'll just see what we've got. So we've got just the full, or pardon me, these are not the full tips. These are just the regular tips that you put on and then apply gels to. They're very long. And then we've got another size of them, it looks like. And then we've got some smaller ones like that. Again, some smaller ones. Same thing again, just a different size. It does say this, what it is, it looks like on here. And then we've got, okay, so now we've got the full nail tips here. These are coffin. And then we've got some more full nail tips, probably a different size. Again, the full in coffin. Oh, I see. So this is all coffin, and these are all of the sizes in one bag. So that would be the same with these. They're just all of the sizes in this length. And this one, same thing again. You can, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's smaller lengths and longer in there. So they've got all of the sizes. It's just different lengths we've got here. I'll bring them out after. And then there's some more, and they've got all the sizes as well. And then we've got some more of the tips that you put on the tip of your nail versus the full tip. They're not a well tip, but just a regular tip you apply and then apply gels to it. But I'm not going to use these. I'm going to use the full nail tips today. So I just want to show you quickly here. So this is a 0 in this bag, and now I'm going to pull a 0 out of this bag and see the difference in the size. Okay, so here's a 0 in this bag, and then this is this bag, and let's see if these are the same. They may be. Okay, so these are the same length. I will show you how they, you know, these are the same. They have the same package for P14 CKG on them, so those are the same then. And then we've also got these ones, but these are a lot longer. I'll show you the difference. So there's the package I just pulled out. So there's a big difference in length if you want really long or a little bit shorter. And these ones are the same. They're the really long ones as that I just showed you. So you get 2 of those, you get 2 of the shorter one, the coffin, and then you're gonna get 2 of the, okay, so you're gonna get 2 of these, and these are the extremely long, it looks like square ones. As you can see, I'll bring it up so you can see they're very, very long. And these are just the tips you put on the tip of your nail, not the full nail. So you've got 2 of those. You've got 2 of these, and these are just a shorter tip to put on the nails. And you can see that they're not quite as long. And there's 2 of those, like I said. And the last one, these are a coffin. And there's 2 of those, so that's what you get. Hopefully that all made sense. I kind of wasn't sure at first because I hadn't opened this yet, but now we figured it out. There's 2 packages of each length and size, so that is good. I'm going to use, like I said, these ones today, and we're going to try out that gel and see how well it works. But I did notice they don't give you a primer or anything, and I myself like to prime my nails to make sure the gel bonds well. So I'm assuming that you don't need a primer. So I think I'm gonna do it without, because I wanna see how long these last for you. So I'm not even gonna prime or anything. I'm just gonna use what's in the kit and check it out and see if they're gonna last. And I can let you know, because of course that's how I do my reviews. I'm very honest about my opinion on something I try out. So I'm gonna get started right away. I'm gonna get the nails that I have on off, and I'm gonna start applying these on camera. So first things first, I need to grab that hand file that was in the kit, and I'll use the finer grit on all of the nails. You want to remove the shine so that the product has something to bond to. Now, if I was at home, I of course would use my e-file and use my cuticle bit around the cuticles, but I'm going to just use the kit to show you how to do it without using any of those products. So if you do though have a cuticle pusher, it didn't come in the kit, but you could push back the cuticles and then start filing and removing the shine. But I'm just going to do it as is and remove all that shine. And then I'm going to be grabbing some nail prep. Of course, that didn't come in the kit. Now that's going to remove the oils and the dust off the nail before we start with products. And if you want to know how to make a good nail prep with 2 products you can purchase if you're not a professional, I do have an old video. It's in the top right hand corner. You can see how to do that. But so I'm going to wipe off the dust, of course. And once I do that, we're going to be sizing the tips. So I'm going to use the shorter coffin tips. I think these are more for a very arched nail, which I will show you that soon when I pull one up here. So if you tend to have more of an arched nail, like I said, these are going to be perfect for that. And if you don't, my nails are not flat, but they're not completely arched like some people's. So I'll just have to add a little bit more gel to them to fill that in so that it bonds good to my nail, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But I'm now sizing and they're being put on sidewall to sidewall. You don't want to go over because it actually will cause irritation rubbing against your skin. So you don't want it too big. And I'm going to let you watch me size the rest of this hand so you can get an idea exactly how they should fit. So moving on to another nail, I see one that I know is going to probably fit my middle finger. So I'm just going to grab it here and size it. So when I'm sizing, I do look at the numbers. You can see them at the very end of the nail, and I'm usually this size. So some tips fit different, but most of the time they're pretty much the same or somewhat. So I'm going to put this on and I guarantee it's probably, yeah, it's going to fit perfectly sidewall to sidewall. So that one I'm definitely going to be using. So I'm going to do my index and my ring finger, and most of the time they're the exact same tip size, and I'm going up 1 number now because it'll be a size smaller than the middle finger. So I'm looking for that, and that fits that one, and it's going to fit this one. Then I just double check, but it should fit it, which it does. So I've got those 2. Now I'm just going to have to find the other same number as this one in the pile and then put it over to the side for the ones that I will be using. So the last one I'm going to size is the pinky, of course, and this is the number I usually use. So we'll just check and make sure it fits from sidewall to sidewall and not going over, of course, which it does. It looks like the perfect fit. So now I'm going to get ready and I'm going to prep the inside of the tips. You can use that file to do that, which I should have showed you in the video, but I'm cheating a bit. I'm using a cuticle bit just to etch out the inside of those tips so that it bonds nicely to my natural nail with the products. And like I said, you can use that file. You would just get in there and just etch out with the file where it's going to be applied on your nail. You don't have to do the whole underside of that tip. So I'll be back as soon as I'm done those. I did speed it up so it doesn't take so long. So now that I'm done etching them all out, I'm going to grab some isopropyl alcohol, which you can grab at any drugstore. It's not a professional product, but I do want to wipe that dust so it's not in there when I go to apply the gels. So once I'm done that, I'm going to be showing you, first of all, what the 6-in-1 gel consistency is, and then we'll be applying it. I just wanted to show you because it isn't too thin and it's not too thick, and I see why you can use it for building or blooming gel or for a base gel. It's kind of that perfect consistency. Again, not too thin and not too thick. So what we're going to do to start with, we're going to apply just a thin layer as our base layer to all of the nails. And if you're using the light, you're going to put one in at a time in the little light that came in the kit, and you're going to leave it in there for 60 seconds. And the light, when it turns on, it is a 60-second cure. So you only have to hit that button once. So you would do one nail at a time. But if you have a big light, you could do all of your hand at once. But yeah, if you don't and just have the kit, then you can just put one in at a time and cure each one first. So now they're ready to go in that little mini lamp and 60-second cure on each. Now moving on, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I'm going to take each tip. Now this is the pinky one, and I'm just going to apply a thin layer of that 6-in-1 gel on the tip where it's going to be on my nail. And once I have that thin layer, I'm going to take a little dollop of the gel, not too much. You don't want it seeping out everywhere, but yet you want it to cover your natural nail when it is placed on. Taking it from the cuticle and just pushing it down and making sure it's straight. And I'm going to put it in the light now, and it would go in there for 60 seconds. So moving on to the next nail, again, a thin layer on the tip where it's going to go on the natural nail, a dollop. And remember, these have quite an arch to them, so I did have to put a little bit more. And what you can do is take a cleanup brush. It didn't come in the kit, of course, but have a cleanup brush, any kind of brush. You can buy some from the dollar store if you have to, and just wipe away with some isopropyl alcohol, anything that might have seeped out. And also I will show you, you can go under the nail as well if you have too much gel there, and just kind of clean that up so there's not a ridge when it cures. So that one is ready to go in the light now for 60 seconds. Now the next nail, I'm going to do something completely different just to show you how you can correct something if you make a mistake. So I'm going to do a thin layer again where it's going to be on the natural nail, a dollop. Now when I push it down, it looks perfect. It's where it's supposed to be. And of course I'm going to wipe any excess gel off with my cleanup brush and some isopropyl alcohol. Now this is where I'm going to do something different when I put it in the light. I'm going to actually have it slip up. So when it goes in the light, like I should have held it down firmly, I'm just going to kind of push it upwards so it's not going to cure in place. And I'm going to show you how you can correct that if you do make a mistake like that. So we're going to cure for 60 seconds again, and I'll show you the nail so you can see right there, like it didn't go to the by my cuticle. There's space there now. You can see exactly where the tip begins. So what I'm going to do first of all, before I show you how to correct that, I'm going to file all of the tips. You can use the finer grit to go over them. You want to remove the shine because if you're going to be applying products, they will bond better that way. So I'm going to do that, and I can use the thicker grit along the edges, and the finer grit I'm going to use along the cuticles. If there was any gel that seeped out, you want to make sure you file along around the cuticle and the edges, but be very gentle because you could irritate your cuticles if you're too rough. So now I've sped it up. I'm just going to show you doing this one, and then the next one is the one where I have to show you the correction. So I'll explain that once I'm finished this one. So doing the one with the correction that I need to do, I'm just going to file it as normal. I want to make sure I remove any extra gel along the edges of the tip and along the cuticle. So I'm doing that. And once I have the whole nail filed and remove the shine, I'm going to take the file and I'm just going to work around the end of that tip and blend it into my natural nail. Now you want to be gentle because you don't want to irritate your natural nail and file too much. So just gently file that to blend it. And that's the first thing I'm going to do in the correction of this tip. And next I will show you how to completely correct this nail. But first of all, I'm going to grab some isopropyl alcohol and remove the dust off of all of the tips. So I'm going to grab the 6-in-1 gel from the kit and the nail that I need to correct. I'm going to apply it to all of the nail, just a thin layer. It's like a slip layer. A slip layer helps the gel stay in place once you place it over the nail. So I'm going to do that. And then once I have it on all of the nail, I'm going to grab like a dollop of the gel again. This gel is perfect for building a nail as well. It says that it's when it's talking about the 6-in-1. And I'm going to place it on there and I'm going to push it back into that area where it needs to be filled. Remember, this is also a base layer too. It can be used for that. So it does everything I needed to do in one. So I'm just going to fill that in. Look at the side, the profile of the nail to make sure it's filled in nicely. And once I have it filled in perfectly, I'm going to put it in the mini lamp for 60 seconds and let it cure. And make sure you don't get any gel on those cuticles, of course. So I'm wiping that away. And it's looking pretty good. So it's going to go in the lamp right away. So 60 seconds is up and I want to show you it's very seamless looking. You can't tell where that tip started. Now you could leave it as is and apply product to all of the nails. Just wipe it with some isopropyl alcohol. But I'm just going to show you if you're not happy with the shape after applying that gel, you can just lightly file it with the file from the kit. And then once I'm done that, of course, I will wipe off the dust. And I'll show you all of the nails here right away. So I'm just going to wipe it with some isopropyl alcohol now. Now it's ready for product. In my next video, watch for that. I will be doing my nails. So I want to thank the Born Pretty store for sending me the kit to share with you my thoughts on it. It seems excellent. It's a great starter kit, or if you want to try full nail tips or take it traveling, but I really think it's worth purchasing. And you can use my 10% off code, and the link for it will be down in the description. Definitely highly recommend it. So thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.